Morning guys. So we have a hard frost coming in on Tuesday. I think it's supposed to be 29 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see in here, but everything that I cut back that then grew back in that dark in between corridor, there's no fruit there at all. There's a whole bunch of blossoms, but no fruit. All the fruit is on the other side over there where there was light. I'll show you the comparison. Morning. So this side, these all are the same plants as were over there. Same plants, they all came from the same root. But here I've got all sorts of monster squash because it was open. We also have watermelons. I'm going to pull them all in. We have a lot of food to get in. I'm not sure how to get it all done today. We only have one row of corn. We only have one row of squash. We have 2 rows of potatoes. And I think the potatoes are just about ready to be done. I don't know what to do about these pumpkins. Keep them safe from the frost. Most of what you see here will not survive a heavy frost. The potato vines will not survive a heavy frost. The tomatoes will not survive a heavy frost. The zucchini will not survive a heavy frost. And the Swiss chard will do fine. The kale will do fine. The potatoes in the ground will do fine. In fact, that's what we need to have happen at this point, is we need the plants themselves for the potatoes to be frosted to kill the vines, and then we wait 2 weeks and then we harvest the potatoes. Having the vine dye is what thickens the skin on the potato so that it will store well. the problem that I have is not necessarily the frost. The frost isn't new for me. What's new for me is having such a big garden that I don't have enough sheets and blankets to cover everything. I may come out and cover things, but if I do, I have to be really selective and pick the best plants, because I have so many things that would like to be covered, and when you're covering things, you have to cover the vine, not just the fruit. So on something like a winter squash, it's huge. A winter squash vine is huge, and you have to cover the whole thing if you want the plant to survive in order to mature. So that's why generally we just pull 80%, if not 90% of our tomatoes green. We never get a full ripe load of tomatoes. And so we have a recipe that's called green tomato pie filling, and it's very much like a fruit cocktail, and you use apples, raisins, and green tomatoes to make this. We make it every year, and we love the recipe because it allows us to not waste our green tomatoes. So instead of crying about the fact that my tomatoes are not going to ripen, I just harvest them, use them for something we love, and I'll show you the other things we do to allow ourselves to continue to have ripe tomatoes until February. But yeah, these rows are 50 feet long, and I think I have like 9 of them. There's no way that I can get enough sheets or tarps on them right now. If I had a bunch of tarps, I would probably cover them, but I don't. You want to show me your jar?
This is after doing 2 vines. I don't know how to make it easier to see, but...
Muscle in the body, one of the strongest too, responsible for hip extension, which occurs every time we run, jump, or climb
You're going to do it
stairs.
outside, but I'm
The
going to
average
show you.
person can leg press a great deal more
Take it
than
back
they
like
can bench press
this.
and row.
like
I
that,
return
and
to the
then you
hatch,
leave the
hook
handle
the tool
on
to the
it.
wheel, and plant my shoulders
Okay.
against the wall,
Okay.
my feet on the
If you
plate,
find one like
trying
this, you can
to optimize
eat
my
it.
position for maximum thrust.
But make sure that the
Nothing. James,
make sure
I
that
found the
the
tool. Working on
pod,
it.
that you make a
Understood.
pile of the ones that you eat.
I wait to catch
Save
my
all the
breath.
perfect ones for me.
Push with all my might.
Grab off this
Okay, you drop them on the floor. Open up your bag. Open it up better.